Well, who could have guessed this result? Jays lose 6-2 to the Baltimore Orioles and drop the first game after the trade deadline. And with Corbin Burnes on the mound for the Orioles and Chris Bassett on the mound for the Jays, and everybody being traded away from this team, we all kind of expected this, right? We all kind of expected them to lose. And they lose 6-2, get out hit 11-5, and that's it. Right? Tomorrow's probably not going to be any different, though. With Yusei Kikuchi traded, and he was probably going to be the starter that game, you're probably going to see like a Paolo Espino start against Grayson Rodriguez, which is going to be pretty damn bad. I got a couple things I want to say, though. For one, Oriole fans, I can't remember if I've asked you this before, but it shocks me when I see a team in the Orioles who are, 19 games to 20 games over the 500 mark, leading the American League East. And it doesn't even look like Camden Yards half full. And I'm like, boy. I don't know if that's just me being a Toronto fan and the fact that if any of our teams are good, Raptors, Leafs, Blue Jays, whatever, that if any of those teams are good in a playoff spot, going for a division title, whatever the case may be, we are jammed 24/7. Back in 2015, 2016, it was a sellout crowd every single game. And even now, the Blue Jays are almost selling out every game when the team is pretty pitiful. So I'm just curious from Orioles fan standpoint as to why. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me as a Jays fan. I could just be looking at it differently. I don't know, but I'd love to get an actual Oriole fan's take or multiple Oriole fans' takes on that situation. Now, with the loss, I mean, God, it was pretty bad all around. Like, Santander went deep in the first inning, scoring Gunnar Henderson. Absolutely shocking. He hit 2 home runs against the Blue Jays. He's a Jays killer. Him and Mountcastle, they just do their thing. Bottom of the third inning, Ramon Urias hits a solo shot, making it 3-0. Ryan O'Hearn, RBI, single scoring Adley Brutchman. It's 4-0 early. Then Kirky in the top of the fourth inning hits a sacrifice fly. And then I think in his next at-bat proceeds to get hit with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, basically right off the elbow from Corbin Burnes. And we're like, oh, for the love of God. Like, are we really going to watch Brian Serven behind the plate now for the foreseeable future? Like, I'd rather not. But he left the game. Brian Serven replaces him, and we'll see how it goes moving forward. He definitely isn't playing tomorrow. Obviously, an afternoon game. So, yeah, great. But again, wins and losses don't matter at this point. Bottom of the fourth inning, Ramon Urias hits an RBI single scoring Cedric Mullins. Bottom of the fifth inning, Santander goes deep, and it's 6-1, right? It's curtains. And then Dalton Varsho makes it a little interesting in the top of the seventh inning, and an RBI single scoring Stuart Baroa. Varsho's 16th double on the season, so good on him for that, making it 6-2. It's about all she wrote, though. That's about all she wrote. The Jays couldn't get squat going offensively. George Springer 0 for 3 with a couple strikeouts, but did walk once, but Varsho in the 2-hole went 1 for 4 with an RBI, fine. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., I mean, if you want to take a positive out of it, here you go. 1 for 2 with a run scored and walked twice, so got on base 3 of the 4 times he came to the plate. Horowitz had a hit. That's about it. Oh, that rhymed. Ooh, that was a good one. Addison Barger 1 for 4. Stuart Burrow 1 for 4, and obviously scored that second run of the game. He had 5 hits. You're not going to do much with that. And with Corbin Burnes on the mound, you got to expect that. 10 strikeouts for the Blue Jays. They walked 3 times. Chris Bassett wasn't all that great. I thought he might get dealt today, but as it got closer and closer to the deadline, it looked more and more bleak that he was not going to get dealt. And he went 4 innings, allowed 9 hits, 5 runs, all were earned, 3 strikeouts and a walk. Wasn't all that great. Brendan Little went an inning, allowed a hit and a run. I think that might have been, was that the home run to Santander? It might have been. I think it was, actually. Ryan Burr threw a clean inning and had a strikeout, so good for him. Jose Cuas doing his thing, goes an inning and gets a strikeout, but walks the bases loaded. And Zach Pop, the only thing that you can try and grab a positive, he goes a clean inning, allows a hit and a walk, but no runs crossed for him. And that's it. Like, Jays fans, I got nothing else for you. Oriole fans, you guys know how I feel about you guys. I prefer you guys over the Yankees, the Red Sox in a heartbeat. I like the team. I like the organization. I like the way they're built. All the great young players they have going on. They just grabbed Eloy Jimenez from the White Sox, which is kind of crazy. It's going to be a fun team to watch, man. And it's unfortunate last year they didn't win a playoff game, but this year, hopefully with an ace at the front of the rotation in Corbin Burnes, hopefully that's different for the Orioles. But anyways, I think this is the last series against the O's this season? No, we have one more at Rogers Center, actually, after this next series. Okay, so yeah, I'll kind of do my breakdown of the Orioles after in that series there, all right? That's it, though, guys. I don't want to talk about this team anymore, this game anymore. No, thank you. 12:35 afternoon game tomorrow at Camden Yard to wrap up this series before the Jays have the off day on Thursday and head to the Bronx for a 3-game set there. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game, because kind of boring, but if you're an Oriole fan and loved it, because you must have liked it, hit the like button to appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from the game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow in the finale of the series against the Orioles. 12:35 first pitch there. Grayson Rodriguez on the mound for the Orioles, and I'm guessing it's going to be Paolo Espino for the Blue Jays. Yippee. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the game. We'll talk to you guys then.